For decades, the unknown soldier rested in a grave at Niagara Falls Fairview Cemetery, designated by a simple, flat marker. Today, a more fitting memorial was unveiled at a ceremony marking the beginning of Legion Week.
Ultimately, what happened was we developed two ideas. One of the landscape architects for the city of Niagara Falls, David Antonson, and a student, Natasha, sat down and presented a plan. One was a shield, in the form of a shield, and the other in the sign of the cross. And the project team, working together with the landscape architects, looked at those two plans and ultimately decided that this was the best choice.
It was an observation by retired Corporal Doug Reese of the Lincoln and Welland Regiment that really got the ball rolling.
Well, we were marching in maybe 3-4 years ago for the parade for the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. And we got up close. I said, "Where's the tomb?" And they said, "Right there." And I said, "Where? I don't see it." And we were marching, so it was hard to look around. There was a 2-foot by 2-foot flat tablet in the ground. I said, "You gotta be kidding me. This is all we give an unknown soldier?" So there was a couple other guys started thinking about it, and I took it forward to the parade marshal for the Legion 479, and he went to his member of provincial parliament, Wayne Gates, and Wayne Gates went to Mayor Diodati, and everything's downhill since then. Everybody said, "We agree," and now we have a monument that's befitting to our unknown soldier.
A budget of almost $500,000 was directed toward the project, which also saw the restoration of 200 graves in the Fields of Honor. The city contributed $315,000, with the rest coming from the community.
We've had a number of organizations and businesses get involved. The Legions raised a significant amount of money. I believe it was almost $30,000. In fact, they paid for the crypt itself, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. GAMS, Ground Aerial Maintenance, pitched in with in-kind donations. In fact, so you'll see in the evening this memorial is now lit. So they provided the power to this location and all of the work necessary to do that.
The Order of St. George, we serve those that have served. So a memorial like this is something that we do. It's something in our plan. We've looked after other significant monuments. For instance, in Hamilton, they just put a lav in, and through the North Wall Riders, we just support there as well. So we look after, through the Order, we look after our veterans that have served. We do a lot of work at Sunnybrook and help them out there. So this falls right into what we do.
Historically, on Sunday, the Sunday of Legion Week, we would host, the Legions would host the Parade of the Unknown Soldier. And historically, that parade would begin at the Morrison Gate entrance, march past the Section 4 Field of Honor, and end at Section M, where the Unknown Soldier was originally laid to rest. Now, today, we'll witness the parade beginning at Morrison Street entrance. They will wrap up here at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and they'll be followed by the procession of the Unknown Soldier.
Corporal Matt Harris served in Afghanistan. He was impressed with the new memorial and says the ceremony itself brought out bittersweet feelings.
It's the soldier's worst fear is to be forgotten. So this represents all soldiers in all wars and peacetime that have fallen. So this helps people remember and think about all soldiers, all Canadian soldiers that have passed.
Warrant Officer Matt Houtby of 4 Division in Toronto returned to Niagara to take part.
It's an amazing feature. To be located in this part of the cemetery, it really kind of brings to attention for everyone the history that the Niagara region has for the military, and certainly this is the highlight of this area.
Corporal Paul Danku was one of the pallbearers. He was humbled and honored to carry the casket of the unknown soldier.
Very important. We have to remember everybody that's passed before us, and they did the same job that we're doing right now. And it's very important to put them to rest in their final resting place.
The event concluded with the ceremonial laying of the poppies on the tomb of the unknown soldier. Little is known about the unknown soldier other than the fact that his body was discovered in the Niagara Gorge in the 1930s, and he had been a member of the Lincoln and Welland Regiment. Now, a fitting memorial stands to his sacrifice at Fairview Cemetery in Niagara Falls. Mike Balsam reporting for The Source.